Okay, so listen, you at the right place, the right time with the right chef. So you can be cooking with me this Christmas. And this is what your Christmas dinner is gonna look like. You see all of this deliciousness on the table? This is gonna be on your table. Okay, now I'm really excited about this because what we're gonna do, we're gonna make some stuffing. Now, stuffing to some people may be a bit intimidating, but what we're gonna walk through this today, this is gonna be incredibly easy. You're gonna get it one shot and it's gonna be killer. So, I have some ingredients on the side. We're gonna get to them in a minute because we're gonna work our way through the process of developing the flavors in the stuffing. So, I have a old plantain. This is very old. It's soft, it's ripe. The sugars are fully developed in there, and we're gonna use this inside the stuffing. It's a lobster and plantain stuffing. So we want the savory, we want the savory lobster. We want the flavor, we want the sweetness of the plantain to come through, just almost like a hint in the background there, because we want the salt patch and the sweetness from the plantain to create addiction for everybody who tastes this during Christmas. Now, if you don't want to put this in, that's fine. We're gonna do it first so that you could sear it off and get it out of the way, and then we put the other ingredients in. So a little bit of oil, using avocado oil, whichever oil you have, you could use. I'm gonna take that, cut that. Now fried plantain is pretty easy. This is like fried plantain 101. You want to use a ripe plantain for this. This is like a almost like an overripe plantain. So there you go. It still has some life. And we're going to cut this in half. So we're cutting it vertically. Well, yeah. Let's slide that in there. This also makes a really cool side dish too, by the way. It's called fried plantain. So we're gonna let this get a little bit of color because I want the caramelization to take place on the plantain, because that's when the sugars are released. And what I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna cut up some lobster. So this is lobster meat. So that'll be like 2. This is definitely like at least 3. Okay. That would be 3 large lobsters. So chop that. And some little plastic up for this. Okay. Back to the plantain. All right. So we have, what is this now? We have some bell pepper, some onion. So we could say, I'd say like 1 whole onion. We have some thyme. We have some fennel. Fennel works beautifully with lobster. And you throw in a few garlic cloves. So while our plantain is frying, I'm just going to go ahead and begin to chop these onions. We'll chop some of the fennel as well. And we use the bulb part of the fennel, that's the bottom part. Absolutely delicious. Like, I believe in some ways that fennel was made for seafood. So fennel in, some celery. So this is like 1 stalk of celery. So far we have a half of a large onion. We have some garlic. That's 3 cloves of garlic. And finally, we have some sprigs of thyme. But our plantain should be just about done now. Just go for it. And the interesting thing about these cast iron pans is they hold heat so well. Hmm? Oh no, not this time. So it's fair to say this is one large onion, one bell pepper, one stalk of celery, three cloves of garlic, and a quarter of a fennel bulb. No more burns. No more burns. All right, so these are the aromatics. All of these we're cutting up to go in the stuffing. So you want to just give these a nice little chop. Your chop could be rough, but your chop should be small. Medium at max, but I would go for a small dice. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna take those pieces of plantain out of the pot. And we're gonna add, put that heat back in there, add a little bit more oil. And we're gonna take this vegetables, get all of those in that frying pan. Basically so it can mop up the flavors that's in the bottom of the pot. Okay, there you go. So to this, basically I'm gonna just chop it up into little pieces. Because what I want is, I want that to be like little hints and dots in the stuffing, as opposed to like big pieces of plantain in there. We just want the hint of the plantain to be in there to give you a little bit of sweetness with all the other flavors that's in the pot. Now to this lobster, we'll add some seasoning. I'd say almost a tablespoon of seasoned salt. And this is going to just meld into all the other ingredients. Okay. So while this is over here cooking, we could take our plantain and slide that to the side for a second. Now what we're gonna do, plantain's on the side, stir, stir, stir. Okay, while this is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and cut this bread. Now this is a Tuscan loaf, or you can get like a sourdough bread. This is like a half of the loaf, so we ate half. Now we got the other half. So half of it went to sandwiches, and now we have the other half left over. And this is what we're gonna make the stuffing with. Now this is how you know the bread is like. I'm gonna have muscles by the time as I finish cutting this bread. Okay. Oh. it, child. Stir, stir, stir. Okay, so now we're gonna add, I'm gonna go and cut this across because what I'm gonna do is gonna make some little cubes. Now, if you don't have this, like I said, you could use sourdough. If you have some old bread home, you could use your old bread. Okay, so now we get the lobster going. Gonna hit it just with a hint of curry and a hint of cumin. I would say that's like a teaspoon of each. That's the flavors that we want. So like a teaspoon because they're in the background. So as the lobster is about 3/4 of the way cooked through, then we're gonna go ahead and add the plantain back. And then I'm gonna turn the fire off. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna need some eggs. Let's say 1, 2, 3. And these are medium. 4. Like, look at that. Like medium, yeah, right. Okay, so I'm gonna take those eggs, 5 of those eggs. Add some of that stock. And because our stock is flavored and seasoned, we don't need to add anything else to that, at least not at this point. So what we're gonna do, let's add this first, cool it down a little bit. Okay. You see that? Like, you could eat this now. You could put this over some pasta, eat it now. You can have that, well, listen to me. This smells so good. Okay. So let's take a few more of these thyme leaves. Get that in there. So we can pull in the leaves off. And you know what? Give me some pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper. A little goes a long way. Okay. I'm gonna add the rest of this mixture. I'm gonna immediately add the bread. Oh, the macaroni. Okay, I mean, there. Take this. No. No. Okay. Gonna give this a toss. Because the stock has all the flavor. Gonna toss this. You just wanted to add a little bit more moisture. So let me put this. I'm going to move this out of the way. And this is what it should look like. Now we're going to take this, going to put this in the oven, 350 degrees, until this gets golden brown. It's going to rise a little, and then it's going to come right back down, and it's going to be perfect. Alright, so our stuffing is out. And what I'm going to okay. This is a little bit of the liquid, the drippings from the turkey. Now what we'll do, just paste on top of the stuffing. Now what you very well could do is you could put the same stuffing inside the bird, and that would work perfectly as well. Go ahead, mix this up. There you go.